Well, it's a lovely sunny day, and here I am with Sammy Moore. I mean, Sammy, I remember you when you were, I don't know, about 6 years old, doing keepy uppies in Dill, and you've just signed for Dover Athletic. You've come back home. Tell us what made you decide to come back.
Yeah, obviously I'm delighted to be back at Dover. Had some good times in 2008 to 2010. We got promoted, and it's a club close to my heart. Obviously, I live down the road, so I've always followed Dover as a boy. My brother's played there. And there's still some familiar faces around the club. Obviously, Robin, the kit man, Frank, the secretary, and obviously the chairman as well. So I know how the club works, and now I'm delighted to be back. And obviously, hope we can. The aim is to get the club into the football league.
Yeah, I mean, was it just a case of this was an easy decision for you that you obviously weren't getting games at Orient, and you just felt that you liked what Dover were doing and wanted to be part of the project?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I've kept close contact with obviously Dover, with obviously Connor coming down last year, and we played Dover pre-season and was really impressed of obviously how they played, and that was probably the main factor. Obviously, I speak to Jake quite a bit, so keep in contact, and it's a club on the up, definitely, especially when looking back at it when I was down there with Hess back in 2008, we got promoted, and it was a club on the up then, and there's so many stuff going on now which is exciting with the new stadium, and definitely what the chairman's trying to do is he's trying to get the club back into the football league, and definitely if I can come down and help, then definitely that's what I plan to do, and if we can get promoted this year, it'll be unbelievable.
I mean, you must be impressed with the last couple of seasons, because obviously they got to the FA Cup third round, played Crystal Palace, didn't they? I mean, you had your own cup run that year, of course, because you ended up playing Steven Gerrard, I seem to remember.
Yeah.
And of course, last year, they got into the playoffs and so narrowly missed out. So clearly, there's potential, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. What they did last year to come into the national conference, and get that close to going up. I watched both of the playoff legs, and there weren't much in the teams, and I was gutted for Dover that they didn't quite do it. But with the FA Cup run, just shows you that there ain't a big gap between the football league sides and the conference teams. So if they can build on that this year, they've had a good start. Obviously, I'm gutted I can't play tonight down at Eastleigh, but hopefully I'll be involved on Saturday. And the main aim is to come and make the team better. And with my experience, obviously being playing in the football league, nearly over 200 times, I like to think I can bring a wealth of experience with me, and a little bit of know-how as well. So I'm really, I'm delighted and can't wait to get started, and hopefully we can give what the fans want, and especially what the chairman wants, because he's so ambitious. Is if we can get into that football league, it'd be great for the town as well, and it'd be nice to see a few more people up at the gravel, because it's a good club, and it's one where there ain't apart from Gillingham, there ain't another Kent League side around. Which is ambitious and going in the right direction. So for the fans, obviously I've come back, so there's no reason why you guys can't come back.
I mean, how special is it to, because obviously you're from the area, so when you put on a white shirt and you run out there at Crabble, it must mean a lot to you to represent your local club and representing the fans. That's a lot of them, of course, that you know them, don't you? A lot of the people there.
Yeah, definitely. That's probably one of the main factors I've come back, is because I've supported the club since I was a little boy. I've been brought up there with my brother playing there. And when you put the white shirt on, it actually means something. I'll always give 100%. Whether I have a good game or a bad game, I'll always give 100%. And obviously, there's only one ambition and one direction where I want to go, and I played in the football league, and if I could take Dover there, that would be a really probably a highlight of my career. Really, is a special because it means that much, and you see it in the fans at Dover, how much passionate they are. They're good fans. They want the club to do well, and everyone's pulling in the right direction, and that's what you need in a football club. They got a good. I spoke to Jake. They got a good team spirit down there. You just look at Leicester, last year. their team spirit was phenomenal, and their fans at home were their 12th man. So there's no reason why Dover can't. We can't do that and get promoted this year. The quality of the side's there, and you know, it's just about being consistent. And if we can be consistent this year, there's no reason why, you know, we can't get promoted.
Yeah, I mean, there does seem to be a team spirit there, doesn't there? You know, I mean, let's look at that last year. You know, getting into the playoffs and one of the very few part-time teams in the league. You know, punching. You know, with not the biggest attendances. They're not like Tranmere Rovers, for example. Yet they're up there, aren't they? So that's got to come down to a good team spirit, and obviously that comes from the top as well.
Yeah, definitely. You know, since when I played there before, the fans were phenomenal, and they drove us to get promoted that year, and it just shows how well they've done. You know, they are part time. I think they train three nights a week, so they're not a full time base like Tranmere, and they haven't got the resources what Tranmere have. But you don't need that. You know, it sums up by obviously, you know, how well they did last year. The quality's there. You know, they've added some good players this year. Hoping to go one better, and you know, that's what I've come down to do, is to improve the side, and there's no reason why we can't do it. You got to have belief. The belief's there. Speaking to Jake, you know, he says that, you know, we play most teams and they're no better than us. It's just being about consistent on the day. If we turn up for 46 games, there's no reason why we can't, and it just shows the FA Cup how you know, what a good side they are to play against Crystal Palace, and the fan base is there as well. The people turned out in their numbers that day. So speaking to all the Dover fans now, and you know, if we can get down there and give us that extra support, which will help us and hopefully push us up to the next level, which will be the Football League, which will be brilliant.
I mean, you've actually played in this level before, because you played for Stevenage, didn't you? I seem to remember. Yeah. How did you find that level? How different is it to the level that you've been playing at with Orient, for example, and Wimbledon?
Yeah, there's not a lot of difference. Obviously, you get punished for your mistakes a little bit more, which you may not get punished in this league. But there ain't a real gulf between the two. You just look at Wimbledon, really. You know, I played with Wimbledon this level and got promoted in this level with Wimbledon, and our team spirit then was probably the best team spirit I've been involved with, really. We just believed every time we went out on the pitch we're going to win. No matter who we played, no matter who we come up against, you know, they could have had the best 11 players in the conference on that day, but we just knew that we was going to go to home and away and pick up a result, and that's all we did. And you know, we was consistent that year, and then we played Luton in the playoff final, and we just knew straight away, as soon as we turned up to the stadium, we were going to win. So there ain't a real gulf between the two levels, between the level, but it's just you get a little bit more punished. You know, better players will punish you, and you come up against better individuals. So you know, we just look at pre-season. I mean, I know you can't really say much about pre-season, but I thought Dover played when we played against them.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I thought Dover looked brilliant. They looked organised. You know, they were strong on set pieces. You know, and set pieces now is a big component of the game, and you know, Dover's got some big players, so you know, I'm sure we can score a few from set pieces this year. So, but no, there ain't a lot in the level, and our main aim is just to be that consistent this year, and we go home and away and pick up results, and hopefully we can get promoted.
What do you feel you're going to give to the team? Obviously, your experience, that comes without saying. What can fans look forward to? Because obviously they know you as a player, but that was a few years ago now, and you've evolved since then.
Yeah, now, you know, I think, you know, obviously I've become a bit more experienced, and I think I've improved 100 times the player I was at Dover back then. You pick up things, you learn things, and you know, the quality on the ball. You know, I like to think I'm a decent passer. You know, I'll get around players, I'll press players, and hopefully I can score a few goals like I did back at the Crabble. I used to always score my goals at the river end. It was always a favourite. So now, but I'll be box to box, and I'll just try and bring that little extra little bit of quality what the team may need, and I can't wait to get started. I'm looking forward to playing in front of the fans and the chairman, and obviously all the familiar faces down there, and just looking forward really. My family can all come to the game. It's nice and local, and people know me, and you know, I know them. So it was just a good fit at the end of the day.
Yeah, and of course, you know, you've just had a little one, haven't you? Just tell everybody you're now a dad, aren't you?
Yeah.
7, 8 months now. It must be so.
Yeah, 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah,
As long as that.
Betsy Moore. Now she's you know, obviously my mum passed away, so it was a tough time. So obviously when Betsy come along, it was, you know, she almost took over my mum really.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
But you know, she'll be coming every home game and away game if it's local. So yeah, it's hard work. You know, obviously playing full-time football. You know, when she don't sleep at night, she's up at them cot screaming. It's a bit of a nightmare, but no, it's you know, it's the best thing. You know, when you're a dad, it's the best thing. You know,
because you live in Hive, you live just down the road in Hive. Dover's just up the road.
Yeah,
so
no,
all good for you, isn't it?
Yeah, so you know, it's just a lovely fit, really. I did have other offers from other clubs, which. And
I imagine you must have had offers from league sides.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. But I think just being the location, how local it is, and obviously, you know, knowing the club and being a supporter of the club, I think it was a good time to come back and, you know, give my all, ready for a tough season ahead, and hopefully we can, you know, get promoted. That's what I've come down here for. I haven't come down here just to be sitting in mid-table. I've been coming to be at the top end of the table, and you know, where there's pressure on games, and you know, you've really got to be on it, and you know, that's what I thrive off. And I'm going to make sure that we're, you know, if we're not on it, I'll make sure that we will be on it, and you know, hopefully we'll be up at the top, right end of the table, and pushing our competitors to all the way.
Do you feel you have unfinished business there?
Yeah, definitely. You know, left on a little bit of sour grapes, really.
Yeah, because you weren't offered a new deal by Martin at the time, because Martin had just come in.
Yeah. Martin, obviously Hess left. He went to Gillingham, and obviously Martin come in, and he didn't really know who I was really.
You were, I think, player of the season. Actually.
Yeah, I was player of the season that year. And, he said he'd come in, he didn't know who I was, and asked me to come back, and you know, I felt that, you know, I was better than that. You know, the service I give to Dover for them 2 years, I thought I deserved a little bit more. So, you know, I went to Wimbledon and had an incredible 5 years. We got promoted from the conference, went into the Football League, and been in the Football League ever since. And you know, it was so really going back now. You know, I've got that hunger, I've got that desire, even more than when I first joined in 2008. So I can't wait to get started. It's just one goal really, and that's to get promoted this year. And you know, they've got a fantastic stand going up, so it's, you know, the club's ready to go to that next level, and basically I'm coming to be part of something special.
Now, Sammy, I mean, there's been the attendances haven't been great for, you know, because of obviously finances and etc. But things are going well at that club, and I know you're very passionate about it yourself. You would urge all supporters to come along and try and get behind the lads.
Yeah, definitely. You know, when I found out Dover were interested, I said to the chairman straight away, open to get at least 200 through the gate on Saturday to come down and support.
Because you're open to feature us somewhere in the Barrow game on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah, hopefully be involved. We'll obviously train Thursday night, and I'll meet up with the team on Thursday. And
I guess you'll see a few of the boys tonight at Eastleigh.
Yeah, I see a few. So, you know, obviously, you know, to be a supporter of a club and be a player of a club, you know, you want as many fans as you can and get there. And you know, they're a good club, and I just wish, you know, I'm merging all fans, all Dover fans who live, you know, in Deal, you know, all the local areas.
Here in Folkestone,
Hive,
Canterbury.
Yeah, Canterbury. Yeah, to come down, and you know, and even if it's your first time, to come down and have a look at Dover, and you know, once you've come once, you'll come back all the time, and hopefully we'll see some new faces on Saturday. If not, I'll be in trouble by the chairman. But definitely, it'd be nice to see some new faces and get right behind the team and take you know, to be that extra 12th man. Because when I was there, we had a crowd of 1,500.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was you know, that was the difference really of getting promoted. That atmosphere, you know, teams when we were kicking towards that river end, teams, you know, teams just knew that we was, you know, they was under pressure from from the start. So hopefully, if you're listening to this interview, make sure you get down there.
There you go. You've had it first from Sammy Moore. Pleased to see you, Sammy. Great to be back, and you know, good luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.